There comes a moment, quiet but undeniable, when you realize the life you're living is not the life you're capable of. It's not a scream of frustration, but a whisper of truth. You know better. You can do better. This isn't about shame or urgency fueled by anger. It's about clarity. The kind that settles in your bones when you're tired of your own excuses, when you've had just enough of half-hearted efforts and almost there attempts. This is your invitation, not a demand, but an offering, to finally align the person you are with the person you know you could become. The idea of fixing yourself often carries weight, as if you're broken beyond repair. But you're not broken. You're simply unfinished. And that's not a flaw. It's human nature. Growth isn't about erasing your past or punishing yourself for mistakes. It's about acknowledging where you are, accepting what's held you back, and making the decision today to show up differently. Not because you hate who you've been, but because you respect who you're becoming enough to stop getting in your own way. Change doesn't require a dramatic rock-bottom moment. It doesn't need a crisis or a wake-up call delivered by the universe. It only needs one thing: your willingness to see yourself clearly. Not through the lens of others' expectations, not through the haze of comparison, but through the quiet, honest space of self-reflection. Ask yourself, where am I settling? Where am I pretending not to know better? The answers aren't meant to condemn you, they're meant to free you. Because once you see the patterns, you can't unsee them. And that's where real choice begins. Most people wait for motivation, for the right time, for some external sign that they're allowed to change. But here's the truth. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. The right time is a myth. And permission? You already have it. The only thing standing between you and the next version of yourself is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't, shouldn't, or aren't ready to. But what if the story was wrong? What if you're more capable than you've allowed yourself to believe? Transformation doesn't have to be a grand, sweeping gesture. It can start with the smallest shift, one intentional choice, one moment of pause before reacting, one deep breath when the old patterns try to pull you back. These tiny revolutions, consistent, deliberate, compound over time into something extraordinary. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to start where you are with what you have and trust that each step forward is enough. Think of it like this. Every day you're given a blank page. Not to rewrite your entire history, but to add one sentence, one paragraph that moves the story forward. Some days, that might mean simply showing up. Other days, it might mean facing something you've avoided. But every day it's a chance to say, this is who I choose to be now. Not perfectly, not flawlessly, but authentically. There's a misconception that growth requires self-criticism, that progress is born from tearing yourself down. But the opposite is true. Lasting change comes from treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer someone you deeply love, while still holding them accountable. It's the balance between compassion and discipline. I understand why this is hard, and I know you can do better. That's the voice to cultivate. Not the drill sergeant in your head, but the wise friend who believes in you too much to let you off the hook. So when you slip, when you fall back into old habits, don't use it as proof that you're incapable. Use it as data. What triggered this? What do I need to learn here? Every setback is part of the process, not a reason to abandon it. The goal isn't perfection, it's progression. This isn't a demand to fix yourself now because you're not good enough. It's an invitation to begin now because you're worth the effort. The version of you that's more at peace, more aligned, more alive, they're waiting. Not in some distant future, but on the other side of the choices you make today. So take a deep breath, look at where you are, and then look at where you want to be. The gap between them isn't a condemnation. It's a roadmap. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a declaration that you're no longer content to just exist. You're ready to live. The time isn't coming. It's here. And so are you.